kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Deep within the heart of an uncharted jungle, hidden from the eyes of the outside world, lay a mystical realm known as Eldoria. It was a land of breathtaking beauty, where towering trees with golden leaves reached toward the sky, and rivers of crystal clear water wound through lush valleys. Eldoria was home to ancient spirits, magical creatures, and tribes of people who lived in harmony with nature. But this harmony was fragile, and the kingdom's peace had been shattered by a bitter conflict between its tribes. The tribes of Eldoria, the Sky Dwellers, the Earth Guardians, and the Water Keepers, had once been united under the guidance of the ancient spirits. But over time, mistrust and greed had driven them apart, and the kingdom was now on the brink of war. The spirits, saddened by the division, knew that only a chosen hero could restore peace and reunite the tribes. That hero was a young girl named Kaida. Kaida was 12 years old, with dark braided hair and eyes that shimmered like the stars. She lived in a small village on the edge of the jungle, where she spent her days exploring the forest and listening to her grandmother's stories about the hidden kingdom of Eldoria. Kaida had always felt a connection to the jungle, as if it were calling to her. One day, while exploring a hidden grove, Kaida stumbled upon a glowing stone embedded in the roots of an ancient tree. As she reached out to touch it, a voice echoed in her mind. "Kaida," it said, gentle yet powerful. "You have been chosen." Startled, Kaida looked around but saw no one. Then she realized the voice was coming from the stone itself. "I am the spirit stone," the voice continued, "a relic of Eldoria's ancient magic. I have chosen you to be the savior of the hidden kingdom." Kaida's heart raced. "Me? But I'm just a girl." "You're more than that," the spirit stone said. "You have a pure heart and a spirit that shines brighter than the sun. With my guidance, you will embark on a quest to restore peace to Eldoria. But you must be brave, for the path ahead is fraught with challenges." Kaida gripped the stone, feeling its energy flow through her. She knew this was her chance to make a difference. "I'll do whatever it takes," she said. With the spirit stone in hand, Kaida ventured deep into the jungle, guided by its soft glow. As she traveled, she encountered magical creatures. A wise old owl named Orin, who became her advisor. A swift and loyal panther named Kova, who became her companion. And a gentle deer named Lyra, who carried her through the forest when she grew tired. The creatures taught her the secrets of Eldoria, showing her hidden paths and sacred places. But as Kaida grew closer to the heart of the kingdom, she also began to see the extent of the conflict. The tribes were divided, their villages fortified, and their people wary of outsiders. The Sky Dwellers, who lived in the treetops, accused the Earth Guardians of stealing their resources. The Earth Guardians, who lived in the valleys, blamed the Water Keepers for polluting their land. And the Water Keepers, who lived by the rivers, accused the Sky Dwellers of hoarding the kingdom's magic. Kaida knew that to restore peace, she would have to unite the tribes. But how? Her first challenge came when she approached the village of the Sky Dwellers. The villagers, suspicious of outsiders, barred her entry. But Kaida, guided by the Spirit Stone, spoke to them with kindness and respect. She told them of her quest and offered to help resolve their grievances. The Sky Dwellers, moved by her sincerity, allowed her to enter. Kaida learned that the Sky Dwellers' resources had been dwindling because the Earth Guardians had been cutting down the golden trees to build their homes. Kaida promised to speak to the Earth Guardians and find a solution. Her next stop was the village of the Earth Guardians. They were a proud and stubborn people, but Kaida's compassion and determination won them over. She explained that the golden trees were sacred to the Sky Dwellers and suggested that they use other materials for their homes. The Earth Guardians agreed, and Kaida helped them plant new trees to replace the ones they had cut down. Finally, Kaida traveled to the village of the Water Keepers. They were a peaceful people, but they had been suffering because the rivers had become polluted. Kaida discovered that the pollution was caused by waste from the Sky Dwellers' village, which had been washing downstream. She worked with the Sky Dwellers to clean the rivers and implement better waste management practices. As Kaida traveled between the tribes, she began to see a change. The people of Eldoria, inspired by her courage and kindness, started to come together. They held a grand council where Kaida spoke of the importance of unity and compassion. The leaders of the tribes, moved by her words, agreed to put aside their differences and work together for the good of the kingdom. But just as peace seemed within reach, a new threat emerged. A powerful sorcerer, enraged by the tribe's unity, sought to destroy Eldoria. He unleashed a wave of darkness that spread through the kingdom, poisoning the land and turning the creatures against each other. Kaida knew that she had to stop the sorcerer. With the help of her friends, Orin, Kova, and Lyra, she journeyed to the heart of the darkness. Where the sorcerer awaited, the battle was fierce. The sorcerer summoned shadowy creatures to attack Kaida, but she stood her ground, the spirit stone glowing brightly in her hand. With a cry, she channeled the stone's energy, creating a burst of light that banished the darkness and weakened the sorcerer. The sorcerer, realizing he was defeated, fled into the jungle, vowing to return. But Kaida knew that as long as the tribe stood united, they could face any threat. With the darkness gone, Eldoria began to heal. The tribes worked together to restore the land, and the ancient spirits, pleased with Kaida's efforts, blessed the kingdom with their magic. Kaida was hailed as a hero, but she knew that the true power lay in the unity and compassion of the people. As she stood before the Grand Council, the spirit stone glowing softly in her hand, Kaida spoke from her heart. Eldoria is more than just a kingdom. It is a family. And as long as we stand together, there is nothing we cannot overcome. The people of Eldoria cheered, their voices echoing through the jungle. Kaida had not only restored peace to the hidden kingdom, but had also shown that true power lies in unity and compassion for all. From that day on, Kaida became known as the Hidden Kingdom's savior, a symbol of hope and courage. She continued to protect Eldoria, her bond with the Spirit Stone growing stronger with each passing year. And though the world beyond the jungle remained unaware of Eldoria's existence, the kingdom thrived, its people united, and its magic enduring. For as long as Kaida stood watch, Eldoria would remain a beacon of light in a world that often forgot the beauty of unity and compassion. If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.